Alright.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet.
Numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Ooh.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Look on monster stack.
Ready? Pittsburgh. Watch the curl.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram.
What the?
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
I don't want to fumble with him. Not early in the
An
game.
early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Oh, he's blitzing.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
Oh, let's go.
Weaving
Let's go.
through
Let's
traffic,
go.
and now he's
Let's go.
free. And all the way in for a Ravens
Let's go.
touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 59 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
See, I don't.
Defensively, they
need
told
right
us
stick.
that the
I
top
just need
priority
left.
was defending
I
option
just need
plays
left stick.
this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. Time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram.
Oh, yeah.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
This is what I do. I shift left,
really
making him think that I'm committing left.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
Yes, sir.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Patrick Owasor. And that will force a turnover on downs. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
I'm going to go this way.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
What you got?
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if...
This time Jackson will throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready, set. 57. Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. Finding room to the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That one good for 33 and a first. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and they converted a second time for 6 points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6.
Come on, fellas.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14. Reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On the counter, Ingram. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Jackson throwing on 4th down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone, it's a former defender, you know it hurt. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. This will be taken about the 12. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach? Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now this time he'll look to throw. Out to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the third. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Jackson. Certainly not what the offense wanted down here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heart. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Snead's got it. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Let's go. Ready? 48's the mic. Check. 48's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, it's Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And he is into the end zone.
Quit! 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 Yeah, he quit. He quit!